Hello, my loves. So I was under the impression that I had recorded and uploaded a full review of the Woodland Wardens Oracle by Jessica Roux, but one of you messaged me that I had not, and I just did a search on my channel and I don't see it. So we are going to go on today's review based on the assumption that I have not done a full review of the Woodland Wardens Oracle. If I'm wrong, I'm sure one of you will set me straight as always, and lovingly so. But today we're going to do a full review of the Woodland Wardens Oracle. I've been working with her for a very long time. She's made a lot of deck lists for me over the last, I don't know, 6 to 8 months. Let's see, when did I buy her? I bought her about 9 months ago, because I did the reveal it looks like 8 months ago. So yeah, May 25th. So I've had her since May of 2022, and I definitely feel like I know this deck well. So let's just do a little breakdown of the brass tacks. I will also post the reveal video link in the description box below. So the box that the deck comes in looks like this. The deck runs about $19 if you're purchasing indie, if you are, or small business. If you are purchasing from Amazon, I think around the time I purchased this deck, it was about like $17 or so. I will put the link in the description box below. And the back of the box says, inspired by history, folklore, and mythology, artist Jessica Roux's debut Oracle deck transports seekers to another time and place, offering insight rooted in the magic of flora and fauna. So when you open the box up, it has a little bit of information about Jessica, and then this gorgeous box, this gorgeous illustration here on the top. It's really, really beautiful. And it comes with a nice small little guidebook. It's about 121 pages long, and you have a black and white reproduction, the card meaning, a little description about working with the card, and then upright and reversal meanings. And then there's some like journal prompts. I look at them as journal prompts here, that you can go ahead and, if as you're getting to know the deck, or at any point in time in your spiritual journey, you feel called to work with those journal prompts, they're very helpful. They can help you to get into the energy of journaling itself as a whole. So really nice guidebook. Definitely give it a read. Definitely reference it. It's not a throwaway guidebook at all, at least not in my opinion. Most definitely not. One thing that a lot of people have said is that because the deck uses Roman numerals, it can be difficult to find the card of choice. I do get that. I understand it, but the deck is so awesome that to me that doesn't stop me from working with the deck. But just something for you to be aware of if you're sitting on the fence with purchasing this, that sometimes the Roman numerals and finding your card in the guidebook can be a little bit difficult. Some people have noted. I really haven't found that to be the case. It's a minor inconvenience. It's not that big of a deal. So let's talk about card size. So here is a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck card, and 10 of Pentacles. And here's the Woodland Warden, so a little bit larger than the Rider-Waite-Smith size deck. Let's talk about the cardstock. I actually really like this cardstock. Oh, it shuffles really nicely for me. Like, it's just, it feels good. And it does like a nice gentle curve, but no warping like a Scarabeo or, kind of mass-produced deck can typically do. So no warping at all, but just like a nice little gentle fold that happens with shuffling, which is very enjoyable. They're not quite matte and they're not really shiny. They're just kind of in between. I'm sure there's a technical term for that, but analog life. And they just feel good in the hands. I have larger hands, so if you have smaller hands, you may not find this to be the case, but I like to hold this deck. I like to shuffle with her. She's a very touchy-feely deck. She likes to be touched in my experience, and so this is one that I leave out a lot, and I tend to shuffle while I'm just walking around, doing my usual tarot reader day things. Each card has an animal and a plant attached to it that you can work with either for divinatory meanings, if you want to bring them into your practice as animal or plant energy that you're connecting with, or if you're looking at this as a spiritual path, spiritual practice deck, you can most definitely use this for the same. So I love the artwork in this deck. You'll see that there's the title, the squirrel and chestnut, and then the key word is listed at the bottom. I think that this is a really helpful and awesome way to do an oracle deck, because I can use the guidebook if I want with this, but I don't have to, if that makes sense, because I've got that guidebook meaning right there, and that could be my jumping off point for my intuition. So that is super helpful. And now I'm going to talk about how I feel about working with this deck. First of all, I want to say, and those of you who are ride or die with me know that I really, really love this deck. She has just grown and grown on me over time, and I've really found that she is an across the board, all purpose kind of deck. And I do not mean that in a degrading way, excuse me. She is a joy to work with, and you can use her for very specific spirit animal or spirit plant work, or you can use her as a clarifying deck. I said recently, because I had her on a Decks That Shook Me list, and if I remember, I'll post a link to that down below as well. She's an awesome clarifier, and I'm going to give you an example of how to do that in a reading in just a few minutes, because I know that some of you have said that you like when I share that in a review. So I'm going to show you how to work with her as a clarifier in just a moment. But the soul of this deck is so ancient and loving. She feels like an old, wise soul that is just here with you for the journey and is non-judgmental, but is bringing this very earth-based wisdom forwards for you if and when you are ready to hear it. So it's such a loving, gentle, beautiful voice. I love this image. I have really, really, really connected with this deck. She is a ride or die. I can't imagine not working with her, not having her in my collection. And she's also, I don't want to say that she's chatty. She's similar to the Murder of Crows Tarot in that she's here. She's here for readings. She's here to offer wisdom. Again, if you are ready to hear it, like she wants to hang out, but she's not like, you know, she didn't show up unannounced with a bottle of rosé ready to talk. She waits till you invite her, but like she brings all the goods with her if you invite her. She's this beautiful, stunning energy, and she's very quiet but authentic. So she's not like a bombastic fancy pants deck, you know? She's not. She's just really, really love this one. This is why I bought the deck. This one and the Finch and Peach as well. Like, I can't even. I love this artwork so much. I really hope that this artist and deck author creates more decks in the future, because I really, really love this deck. I just can't say enough about how close I feel to her. I feel like she's a really, really great friend. You know, if she was a zodiac sign, she'd totally be a Virgo. Look how beautiful this snake and fern is. Oh, so gorgeous. I just love this deck so much. I highly, highly recommend it if you are drawn to working with spirit animal energy in your practice, or if you just want a deck that has plant magic and animal magic in it for you to work with for ritual practice, for spiritual practice. This is a deck that can wear a lot of hats. Like I said, it doesn't need to just be for spirit animal workings or to connect with knowing what animal is walking with you at this time. I love the coyote and datura too. That's so beautiful. And we'll end with the bee and pomegranate. It's just a really, really, really special deck. I love her so much. I get a little bit teary-eyed when I talk about this, because my relationship has just grown and grown and grown with her so much over time. And I've used her a lot in the last 8 months, and just really, really, really come to feel very connected with her. Now, the decks that I found that she likes to work with, she really likes, and I don't have it up here. Darn it, I was going to use it for the demo. She really likes Darkwood Tarot. She likes Tarot of the Haunted House. She'll totally gel with Rider-Waite-Smith for me as a clarifier. In fact, I'm not going to use that one right now. And she does like other oracle decks as well. So she can be a clarifier to Oracle of the Shapeshifters, Alice the Wonderland Oracle. Oh, she likes Line Strider Tarot as well. I don't know if I said that, but maybe I'll use that as my demo deck today. But she really just gels well with those type of decks. And she's, again, like I said, not like overly talkative, but she's here for conversation. She can be a nice juxtaposition to the True Black Tarot as well if you're looking for something that's like complete opposite, total mindfuck in a good way. Those two decks can go together well, and I do use her in tandem with the Murder of Crows Tarot too. So if you are on the fence, you feel drawn to the artwork, you want to work with animal and plant magic in your practice, I say go for it. I don't think you'll regret the purchase. It's a relatively inexpensive deck. I got so much more out of this deck than I thought. You guys know, and you can see in the reveal, I'm so jaded when it comes to animal magic or spirit animal decks. I've been really disappointed by pretty much every deck besides this one and the Medicine cards by Jamie Sams. Those two are like the pinnacle of my animal magic decks. Pretty much across the board, other than that, I found that I've been disappointed with what's shown up in deck offerings over the years. So if you're looking for that type of a deck to add to your collection, or because you feel called to work with that at this time, Woodland Wardens is where it is at. So I'm going to give a demonstration of how you can use this deck as a clarifier, just straight up as a clarifier. So not working with it for plant magic or animal magic or spirit animal or spirit plant workings, okay? I'm just going to show you how you can straight up clarify with her, okay? So we're going to do a 3-card spread here. We have the 2 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Let's say that this is a career reading and we want some information and advice about how to build our business. Let's say that's what we're looking at this point in time. And I'm using the Line Strider Tarot here again, just in case you want to bring that into your practice right now. There's the 7 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So I can see from these 3 cards that when it comes to building my business at this point in time, I'm being encouraged to dream big and to allow myself to visualize what that dream is. So it's not about accepting status quo here. It's about really getting clear about what my hopes and dreams are for my business, and then actually committing with the 7 of Cups. So making a commitment to start moving to build in that direction, the direction of my dreams with the 2 of Wands. Now, how do I do that? Well, I have the Queen of Pentacles here, letting me know that there's a nurturing that I need to do with my business goals at this time. I need to invest time and energy in bringing these dreams to fruition by taking practical steps. So let's say I want to get some clarity on what it is I need to nurture and those practical steps at this point in time, okay? And I'm going to draw 2 cards from the Woodland Wardens Oracle to give me that clarity. So I have the Porcupine and Anemone, Boundaries, and the Ram and Dahlia, Determination. So there's a this deck just clarifies so well. There's a 2-fold message here. Obviously 2 cards, 2-fold message. There you go, Racine. But there's a very important message here that it's necessary for me at this time with Porcupine and Anemone to set boundaries on how I am wasting and or utilizing my time and energy. So I might need to say no to spending some time recreationally with friends, or I don't know, scrolling on social media or watching a movie or something, instead of making those choices with my time and energy. These 2 cards clarifying the Queen of Pentacles are letting me know that I need to be devoting that time and energy to building my business. So first of all, I need to set the boundaries that Porcupine gives me here so that I have that time and energy to devote to the practice of building my business and being patient and not giving up in regards to that. So those practical steps, it's time for me to work creatively in the physical realm with building that business. So if you feel like this reading applies for you and you have a physical product you need to make, the time and energy with Ram energy and the energy of Dahlia here is saying make those products. If you are creating content, make those videos or take those pictures or create that content to get out there. Make a schedule, stick to the schedule, work with the creation aspect, the nurturing aspect of using your time and energy wisely to bring your dreams into fruition. So do you see how easily this deck, like easily, succinctly, beautifully, this deck clarifies? And then if you wanted to bring this into your practice more, you could meditate with ram and porcupine, or the plant magic listed here if you're more drawn to plant magic, and allow yourself to extract further wisdom from the deck. But you can also just use this deck as a straight up clarifier. So as you can see, I'm really in love with this deck. This deck is a stalwart member of my deck collection. I have no intention of getting rid of her. And she is, at this point in time in my practice, my favorite animal magic deck to work with. So if you are called to purchase her, I highly recommend. And let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. I am sending you guys, as always, so much love and many blessings. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.